The skies over Mexico City had barely settled when waves of people began flooding every corner of the city, from the airport to the main streets. It wasn't for a national celebration, nor a cultural festival, but to welcome the arrival of 7 men who have transformed the global music industry. BTS finally arrived in Mexico, and as many had anticipated, the reception they received went far beyond the word lively. It was a living, moving, pulsing purple ocean united by one name, BTS. Since early morning, the area around Mexico City's international airport had already been packed with thousands of fans. ARMY, the name of BTS's fandom, came from all the country, some even traveling for hours just to stand closer to this historic moment. They carried light sticks, banners, and posters featuring the members' faces, creating a scene that felt almost surreal. The color purple, symbolizing the love between BTS and ARMY, dominated every corner, as if the city had adopted a special dress code to welcome its honored guests. BTS's arrival at the airport became an emotional moment. As soon as news spread that their plane had landed, the atmosphere instantly erupted. Cheers, tears of joy, and the chanting of members' names blended together into a harmony that only those present could truly understand. When the members finally appeared, walking out under tight security, time seemed to pause for a brief second before exploding into overwhelming euphoria. Amid the crowd, Kim Taehyung's name was once again one of the most frequently heard. With his relaxed style and warm expression, Taehyung briefly waved to fans, leaving many ARMYs unable to hold back their tears. There was something simple yet deeply touching about that fleeting interaction, a reminder that behind the glamour of the entertainment world, the bond between BTS and their fans remains sincere and close. Not far from him, J-Hope was seen flashing a wide smile and energetic gestures that were immediately met with hysterical screams. His positive energy seemed contagious, spreading throughout the airport and making the atmosphere even warmer and more alive. Meanwhile, RM, as the leader, appeared calm yet friendly, occasionally nodding and waving as a gesture of appreciation to the fans who had been waiting. But what made this moment truly special wasn't just BTS's presence, it was how Mexico City itself seemed to transform in welcoming them. A day before their arrival, various parts of the city had already begun glowing in shades of purple. Cafes changed their decorations, shops displayed BTS posters, and fanbase projects showcased messages of support on large digital screens. Some buildings even radiated purple light at night, creating a truly magical atmosphere. Public transportation wasn't spared from the BTS touch either. Several bus stops and metro stations were filled with ARMYs dressed in purple, sharing stories and singing BTS songs together. For locals who might not closely follow K-pop, this phenomenon became both fascinating and heartwarming, proof of how music can unite people from vastly different backgrounds. At the airport, the overwhelming number of fans also drew attention from security authorities. Extra tight measures were implemented to ensure everyone's safety, both BTS and the fans. Barricades were set up at various points, and security personnel stood alert. Even so, the atmosphere remained orderly. ARMY is known as a well-organized fandom, and once again, that was evident in how they maintained discipline despite the highly emotional situation. Some fans admitted they had been waiting since dawn. Some brought folding chairs, while others came armed with nothing but enthusiasm and hope. Stories like these are part of the beauty of fandom, about dedication, about love, and about how deeply someone can feel connected to artists they may have never met in person. BTS's arrival in Mexico also stands as clear proof of their immense influence in Latin America. For years, the region has been known for its loyal and passionate fanbase. Every time BTS announces a tour, Mexico is almost always one of the most anticipated stops. And this time, that anticipation was repaid in the most spectacular way. The concert set for May 7, 2026, now feels closer than ever, and excitement continues to rise. Tickets that sold out long ago are proof of the immense demand. Fans are now busy preparing, choosing outfits, practicing fan chants, and organizing surprise projects for the concert. Yet beyond all the excitement, there is also a deeply warm side to all of this. BTS's arrival isn't just about entertainment, it's about the emotional connection they've built over the years. Their songs, often centered on hope, struggle, and self-love, have become a source of strength for many. And seeing them in person, even from afar, is an incredibly meaningful experience for fans. On social media, hashtags related to BTS and Mexico quickly began trending. Videos and photos from the airport spread rapidly, capturing every angle of the moment. From hopeful faces to tears of happiness, everything was documented and became part of a small history that will be remembered. For BTS, such receptions may not be new. But every city has its own story and energy. And in Mexico, that energy feels especially powerful, full of color, full of sound, and full of love. It's the kind of welcome that isn't just seen, but deeply felt. As time passed, the crowd at the airport slowly began to disperse. BTS continued their journey to their place of rest, preparing for the next series of activities. But for the armies who were there that day, the moment was more than enough. They went home with smiles, with stories, and with memories they will carry forever. Mexico City is now in a unique phase, a blend of big city hustle and global fandom euphoria. In the coming days, this atmosphere will undoubtedly continue, even intensifying as the concert approaches. Every corner of the city seems to be participating in the celebration, turning it into not just a music event, but a cultural phenomenon. And when the stage lights finally turn on May 7th, everything that happened today will become the perfect prelude. From the airport filled with a purple ocean to streets decorated with spirit, it all leads to one peak moment, when BTS and ARMY reunite, share energy, and create new memories together. In a fast-moving world, moments like this remind us that happiness can come from simple things, like waiting at an airport, waving a hand, or singing alongside strangers who feel the same way. And in Mexico City, that happiness now lives in the color purple, in the sound of cheers, and in the name that echoes everywhere, BTS. BTS's arrival in Mexico City is not merely a moment of welcoming global artists, but a grand celebration that showcases the strength of the bond between BTS and ARMY. From the airport filled with a sea of people to corners of the city transformed into shades of purple, everything stands as proof that music has the power to unite countless hearts in a shared. Now, all eyes are on the upcoming concert, a night certain to be filled with energy, emotion, and unforgettable memories. For ARMY in Mexico, this is not just about watching their idols perform, but about becoming part of a larger story that continues to be written together with BTS. And when the stage lights finally come on, all the anticipation, warmth, and love that has been given will be repaid in one magical moment that will be remembered for years to come.